This is why also your journey here in Pachamama comes to an end. You did something, I think, if you look at it maybe from a different perspective, maybe some time will pass and you just reflect on what happened here.
You, yes you. Are you judging me right now? Are you judging me because I have glitter, biodegradable glitter from ecosparkles.com? Huh? Conscious glitter? Are you judging me because I got a horn? Is this triggering you? Today's A Diary of a Tantricorn is all about judgment, but also why I got banned from Pachamama. Didn't actually get banned in the end. I got told to leave Pachamama because of me. I did not wear this, or was, you know, it's a place of silence. I was there to meditate, I was there to do my own personal work. So I filmed this in three levels. First one was when I was actually in the place of the ultimatum with the therapist during my time in Pachamama and out here in Coravida. I'm filming this and sharing this because I just want to have an open discourse about judgment. What's right? What's wrong? Are we meant to diminish our light? Are we meant to conform to other people's way of thinking? Is the right thing to do to be completely self-expressive? Judgment, shame, fear and guilt are one of the biggest things for crushing us, making us less of ourselves. My job is to actually inspire people to love themselves and to be more of themselves. But, you know, love your ego, but also there's more than just your ego. We have to actually accept everything around us. We're not just one big ego trip. We are actually a soul that has an essence, and that soul is universal and connected to every other soul. So, this is what happened.
I told you that I'm going to perform a very heartful but demanding and something that you cannot fuck around. This is, don't project it as bad, just it is what it is.
Compassion and support is necessary in people's growth,
but
especially in a conscious community.
No, don't be just, don't patronize. This is to patronize. When you will have your community in this size that you saw.
No support, no compassion was had.
There is support and compassion, but
you have to pay for it.
No,
that's what you said yesterday.
You have to pay for it, of course.
To check in with someone to see how they are emotionally after taking away their identity.
I told you, I was with you half an hour. If you want more support, you can take it as a private session. I have 180 people here. I cannot give you more than your fair share. You cannot take more than your fair share. That's the limitation that we put in for any ego. This is what Pachamama does.
They said that I got there's four guidelines that I got to live by, else I'm kicked off the premises, out. That's it, you are out, you have to leave, said the Israeli therapist. And number one was no costumes. This is not a costume, this is an extension of my soul. Like, Mother Ayahuasca told me to dress like this, which is my higher self. I saw myself as the divine masculine, which was a cross between Prince of Persia meets Magic Mike. So that's what I've embodied. Can't believe they're making me take off this glitter. I don't even know how to get these out. I just sleep in it and it's gone. Number two, stop attracting the attention of women. I'm surrounded by the women that see this, and there's some people who I actually already know here, so people are seeing me surrounded by women, but this is triggering other people. And being very open, as I've done so much work on myself, means that I'm free. Like, my passion as a unicorn is to be a symbol of freedom and love, which means I've worked a hell of a lot on myself so I could be so self-expressive, to be able to just walk into a room and dance and be free and fabulous and encourage other people to drop their drinks and just be more playful. My thing is divine prey and divine play, so I learn through play. But this triggers people who don't find me attractive, people who don't resonate with this. They will see me interacting with other women and they go, oh my god, we got a creeper, the women aren't safe here, there's a fucking unicorn trying to snog all the women. I come from the Burning Man world, where my job was basically to to gallop around the playa, getting everyone to make out with everyone, being in orgies and being wild and free. But obviously this is a different world. The conscious community is completely different. Tantra community is fine, you know, that's my world. The conscious community is a little bit different because they're functioning on this chakra and above and denying this chakra and below. Boom! So the key, in my opinion, is to align all the chakras, the head, the heart, the sex, and just being more full and more alive and more you. The more you've ever been. So when people report me as being creepy and sleazy, they're not the people I've spoken to at all. They're people that have seen me being in my feminine and just chatting to people who are like me, who happen to be the attractive women. This is a perfect reflection for them to own their inner feminine and become more woman, to relate to women. I have a great relationship with women because I've got an amazing relationship with my mum. Like, I've got mum tattooed on my back. I can't see it, I'm not sure if you can. And another word on being creepy, women have women's intuition. You can't fucking lie to them. Like, they sense bullshit, they sense neediness. So you have to come from a place of truth and authenticity. This is my truth, by the way. This is my authenticity. I don't know anyone else like me. Like, you know, I'm just me being me. I'm not actually trying to emulate anyone. I'm just me. And I do attract a lot of people that find that attractive. And make out with a lot of them as well. It's amazing. I love love. I'm going to own up to the fact that I love love. I love making out and I love sex. It's my biggest, most amazing things. But this, when people see me doing this, especially in conscious communities, they're gonna get triggered. So do I stop myself from being self-expressive with people who are expressing themselves in the same touchy-feely way as me? Do I stop this because other people feel insecure? Or do I just keep on being me? Obviously we're not having sex in public and we're not making out in public, we're just being very affectionate and stuff, but we are also making out sometimes depending on which communities I'm in. I'm in harmony with my surroundings. So I have a unique insight on why women perceive men as being creepy. I've actually been in a position where my friends have gone, oh my god, there's a creeper over there, he's so sleazy, so creepy. And I'm like, that's Tom! He's amazing! Honestly, come over, we're gonna have a little chat. And I get people together and they actually speak to him and he just happens to be really shy. And like the fact that we opened up to him allowed him to be more of himself. And you know, Tom's great. And then my mate Bree started hanging out with him. We just had a little chat and a banter. So it's our perceptions, projections and judgments that are stopping us connecting with other humans. I love judging, by the way. I come from London. We judge a book by its cover. I call it being Sherlock Holmes, trying to decipher who they are. But that doesn't stop me talking to someone. I talk to someone and then they prove me wrong and I'm like, yes, you're amazing. Number 3, he told me to be camouflage. He wants me to be the same as the trees and nobody. Don't tell anyone about what I do. Don't promote anything that you do. And number 4, don't tell anyone about the conversation we just had, because it will spread negativity, because he's taken away from me who I am.
And I told him, I'm taking it for you, there will be a reaction. It's almost impossible that there will be no reaction.
This is true.
You have to watch the reaction. It means now I'm getting into blaming, now I'm getting into the money and all this, which I told you from the beginning is not about the money.
It's the lack of support.
You got a lot of support. You are still getting support. Now, it is support. It's not what you want as a support. I'm not petting you.
I can't tell anyone about this conversation. I can't tell anyone why I've become more quiet. I can't tell anyone why I have to take off all my jewelry and glitter. I can't tell anyone about myself. I have to be a nobody.
Yeah, this is why also...
But is this the case for everyone else here?
Yeah.
So yes, this is what happens if you believe in radical self-expression. If you come from the Burning Man world, where you're encouraged to be yourself, here you're encouraged to be nobody. If you are too unique, you will be shut down. I'm not allowed to tell anyone we've had this conversation apart from everyone on YouTube. So yeah, Pachamama, thanks. I'm taking this as a interesting lesson into going deeper into myself, stripping away who I am, to fit in to a community who doesn't allow self-expression. Let's see how long this concentration camp lasts for. Not Nazi concentration camp, this place is run by Jews. I'm talking, we're concentrating here. Yes, I do have my own face on my own t-shirt. So, Pachamama, it totally works here. They have a system in place that is functioning. It's been going on for 17 years. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, they serve amazing high vibrational foods. But they have a unique thing here, which is at 6:30 to 7:15 they have a silence where the whole town just shuts down and they all meditate in the Osho Center, which is a very unique way to create community. They also don't have money here. They have these things. I mean, in 2 days from only just having lunch and dinner, I spent $50, and they have these things which are that. They don't like handling money here. Kind of ironic considering everything's so expensive. This is where I've been staying 3 whole days before I got asked to leave in my little casita. $32 a night for this little quaint place. No windows, just open, and a little cold shower out there and a tap. But like I say, this is a system that works, and it's a very successful system, and people come here for the silence. So I'll be taking away a lot of learnings and inspirations to help with our conscious community and whatever I build in the future. Koravida. And yeah, I recommend everyone coming here. But if you wear glitter and you're a unicorn, you will get told to leave. Everyone's journey is different. People have had transformational experiences here. I've just been shut down for being my true authentic self. I mean, I'm very tender today, very vulnerable, I'm not upset. There's a big weight here, mainly due to the lack of compassion and support for someone who is so different from the normal community that they feel that they need to take him away and get him to speak to a therapist. And if I ask for support, I need to pay for a therapist to support me, which is terrible. I mean, from one facilitator and space holder to another, the therapist dude, he was actually angry with me for being who I was. So this is the judgment I faced all my life, and it's not ending. I just have to keep on being me and keep on shining, and it's hard, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Pachamama also have a form you got to fill in as soon as you arrive there, which says if you hurt yourself, injure yourself or die there, you can't sue them. Fucking genius if you're running a retreat. I mean, total spiritual bypass, total washing your hands of any liability. You ain't gonna sue us because you said you weren't gonna sue us. Boom! I'm taking that with me here. So this is Sandesh, my best friend. I've only made friends with 4 people here.
Only 4?
Only 4.
Really?
You,
I thought it would be more.
You, the wives, and another unicorn. And our interaction has triggered so many people around here that I've been reported for being too much. I mean, I've literally not even spoken to anyone. But it's other people's projections, perceptions and judgments of me that has brought me to this place.
And still there are coming reports.
Still.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to anyone apart from 4 people. This is...
They already mentioned these 4 people. Or some of not to the 4, but anyway.
He talked with nobody else than just me and a few people, and we were just chatting together.
I know! So me being is triggering everyone's evolution to tackle their insecurities. And now I'm leaving.
Yeah.
My job here is done then.
That's really sad for me because I got really good friend with this really lovely guy, but he has to move on.
I have to move on. I've been told to leave.
Yeah.
I've actually decided to leave after our conversation. The way the situation was not handled with compassion or support. When I asked for support to check in with you every day, because you've asked something very big of someone and you don't know what their journey's been to get to where they are now, and you ask for money for support to check in once a day, and my safety is compromised, my belonging is compromised, which has led me to being triggered to trauma. I've been attacked for the way I look before. A woman came up to me yesterday and just said I was a homosexual, and the way I dress is like how a woman dresses provocatively and is asking to be raped. I work with a lot of rape victims, and this is not the attitude I want to be around. So I will be leaving, but I would like a full refund for my time here. I feel actually great. Pachamama is amazing, but not amazing for me. Discrimination against unicorns.
Yeah.
Basically, in essence, I've been told off for being too fabulous.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, don't be yourself.
Yeah.
So they actually didn't give me a full refund in the end, but they justified it to me, which I accepted, and I don't feel bitter about it. They said, we will not give you a full refund. You will have to accept the fact that you spent 3 days here. You pay for the 3 days here because you had an experience here. And even if it was bad or if it was good, a process happened. I was like, oh, actually, good point, valid point. I'm cool with that, and I felt happy. No unicorns allowed. And I've had way more other rumours made up about me, completely fabricated. Like, one of the great ones was when I was at Israel Burn, Mid-Burn, and people heard that I was arrested by this undercover unicorn who was trying to sell me marijuana, and basically I said, fuck you, marijuana's shit, I only do ketamine. And then we had a tussle and I ran away. Back then I was a raging alcoholic, and it actually did sound like what I would have done. So I didn't know if it was true or not. But this is like how trolling works. Like, people will say enough stuff to you that you actually start crumbling a little bit, and then you start thinking, fuck, maybe I am shit. Like, you know, if enough people said you're a Martian and you actually know you're not a Martian, but then if the whole community says you're a Martian, then you probably think, oh, maybe I did come from Mars and then I got raised by human parents. Fuck, I'm a Martian! Like, it doesn't make any sense, but if we're not strong in ourselves, we will crumble. And I've crumbled. Like, I've been blessed to have amazing lovers, very powerful lovers who are not only tantric practitioners, facilitators, but also people in the limelight. I have a lover who got me over the trolling, basically, but because she got trolled by a whole country because she was on a TV show, one of the Next Top Model shows. And she put a lot of things into perspective. She allowed me to understand that, you know, to literally rise above it. The truth always comes out. You have your time to actually express yourself. But she left the country because of the trolling. That basically put a lot of things in perspective for me, and now I'm able to go, if trolling happens to me again, it's like, it's not true, I'm not a Martian. Judgment. What do? You just have to keep on being yourself. It's hard enough. Like, you're not going to make everyone love you. Most people are struggling to like themselves. So all we can do is be ourselves. Be the most you've ever been. And just love unicorns. Just keep on being strong in yourself and keep on doing what you're doing. That's the biggest thing I've learned from this. Just keep on fucking doing it. It's going to trigger people. We're here to trigger people. I'm literally here to stir shit up. Like, I'm a fucking dude dressed as a unicorn, and I inspire more people than I trigger. The work I've been doing in Thailand with ayahuasca, shibari healing, and a fuck ton of other work has been all about getting these voices out of my head saying you're not good enough, you're not man enough, you're not good looking enough, you shouldn't be with these women because you're so ugly, you're an ugly child once, how can you be with these women? And also self-worth, like I've had to do a lot of work to be where I am, and now I'm gonna have to keep on doing more work because this is our lives, to be strong emotionally and physically, to become more aligned to your truth. So I'm gonna leave this here. I want this to cause a conversation and openness and open discourse about judgment and authenticity, integrity, people's perceptions of that. So let's be open, let's talk, let's communicate, let's not have these perceptions, these projections, these judgments stop us from communicating with other human beings. Let it be an aspect of you. It's okay to do that, like I do, but don't let it stop you. And if you are triggered by someone, please talk to them. Don't tell them to stop being themselves. Don't say they're asking to be raped. Just allow them to be and practice spirituality with a fucking bit of cardboard on their head. I actually think I am a unicorn though. I actually identify myself as a lesbian blessed in a unicorn's body. Boom, boom, boobs. So subscribe below. And let's keep this journey going. Love you. Let's all make out. I also forgot to say, when I finally left Pachamama, I ended up living more than I've ever lived in all my time in Costa Rica. So after being told to suppress myself, to become a nobody, to tell no one about me, I ended up falling in love as soon as I got into San Jose with my lover, called Pleasure. She's a fellow unicorn. Love you, and I love all my other lovers as well. And my beloved, I miss you so much. And I also, the next day I was homeless, and then I got taken to a 5-star resort, treated by my dear fellow shaman, sexy shaman, barbarian Buddha, and now I'm back in Coravida. So life works out. If you're truly aligned to yourself, amazing shit happens all the time. And like even the bad stuff is the good stuff. Like that is the mud to your lotus. So goodbye.